Class, example 6 and 7 deal with the allocation of our transaction price to the performance obligations that were identified in the contract. So the general idea is that we allocate the transaction price according to the various standalone prices for the products that we are selling, that we bundled together. So in this case, we sell 3 products for $50,000. Separately, we sell them for 10, 22, 20 for a total of 52. So how do we allocate the 50 amongst the 3 products? Well, it's pretty easy. We just use a proportion. We just take the 10 divided by the total 52 for product A and multiply it by the 50. And for B, we take the 22, its standalone price, divided by 52 times 50, and so forth. So going back to that concept, what if we don't have standalone selling prices for each of our products or our performance obligations? So in this case, with Hammond Industries, we have a total transaction price of $430,000. We know what the 3 performance obligations are, A, B, and C. C is a new product which has not previously been sold, so that one's going to be the hardest to come up with a standalone price. The guidance gives us 3 options when this is the case to estimate the prices for each of the products. So you see the 3 questions below. That's the 3 different ways that GAAP states can be used. So the first one is the adjusted market assessment approach, where we look around at other competitors' prices and what they're charging for similar or exactly the same products with any adjustments that we might need based on features or something. We can make an adjustment there, and we see that we have a market competitor price of $99 for product A, $255 for B, and $85 for C. So if we look at that, we would use the same kind of concept as our earlier example. We would take the 99 price for the product A divided by the total of the market approach prices, and then multiply it by the 430,000, which was our agreed price for the whole bundle, and do the same thing with B and C. So that's the market adjusted approach. The second question asks about what if we use the cost plus margin. That is often our last resort because we can't find market prices for our products. We look at what they cost us to do, and that we can almost always determine. So in this situation, we have a total cost of $344 and a total price of $430. So the way to think about that is we take this total price, we divide it by the total cost, we get a ratio, and we multiply that by the cost of a particular one of the individual products. So in this case, A, 79, that would give us our price allocated to A. We do the same thing with B, and we take 430 divided by 344, multiplied by the cost of B to get the price allocated to B, and then do the same for C. The last it asks about is the residual approach, which probably happens more often than the other two, and that is we have a standalone selling price for A and B. We then make the assumption that C is the remaining contract price. So A is 100, B is 250, C, even though it's not available because we've never sold it before, becomes 80,000 because it is the rest of our contract price. So in this case, that would actually be probably the preferred method